When you think about true American muscle, one name instantly dominates the conversation: the Ford Mustang. And today, we're diving deep into a machine that represents the very soul of that legacy: the 2025 Beige Ford Mustang 289 V8 Fastback, a timeless American muscle icon reborn for the modern era. This isn't just a car. It's a statement. It's heritage on four wheels. It's the spirit of the 1960s fused with modern craftsmanship, engineering precision, and undeniable road presence. From the moment you see it, finished in that rich, creamy beige paint that glows under sunlight and turns golden at sunset, you realize this isn't just another restoration or tribute build. This is a carefully crafted homage to the legendary 289 powered fastbacks that helped cement the Mustang's place in history. The original Ford Mustang changed the automotive world forever. And now, in 2025, this 289 V8 Fastback channels that same raw charisma, but with refinement that meets today's expectations. Let's start with the exterior. The Fastback silhouette remains one of the most beautiful shapes ever drawn in the muscle car era. Long hood, short rear deck, aggressive stance, and that unmistakable roofline that slopes down with purpose. The beige finish adds a touch of sophistication rarely seen on muscle cars. Instead of screaming for attention, this car commands it. Up front, you're greeted by the classic galloping pony emblem centered in a clean, blacked-out grille. The circular LED headlights are designed to resemble the original sealed beams but now provide modern brightness and clarity. Subtle chrome trim surrounds the grille and lower bumper, paying tribute to the 1960s aesthetic without looking outdated. The hood features subtle sculpted lines, not exaggerated, not overstyled, just enough to hint at the power underneath. And underneath that hood sits the legendary 289 cubic inch V8 configuration, modernized but faithful to its roots. Moving along the sides, the body lines are crisp and clean. No unnecessary vents, no oversized plastic cladding, just pure muscle proportions. The fastback rear quarter windows remain intact, giving that iconic profile enthusiasts instantly recognize. Polished 5-spoke wheels wrapped in performance tires complete the look, perfectly filling the arches without looking oversized. At the rear, the triple vertical taillights, a Mustang signature, glow with modern LED elements while maintaining the original design language. A subtle rear lip spoiler enhances aerodynamics without ruining the classic look. Dual chrome exhaust tips sit neatly beneath the bumper, ready to sing. And when this car starts up, that song is exactly what you expect. Turn the key, or in this modern version, press the start button hidden discreetly within a classic-style ignition, and the 289 V8 roars to life. Deep, throaty, mechanical. Not artificial, not piped through speakers. This is authentic combustion music. Historically, the 289 V8 became famous in high-performance Mustangs of the 1960s, including variants that went on to dominate both streets and tracks. It even formed the foundation for performance legends like the early Shelby-tuned Mustangs developed by Carroll Shelby. While this 2025 version isn't branded as a Shelby, you can feel that DNA running through it. Under the hood, the modernized 289 retains its classic displacement character but benefits from updated fuel injection, improved cooling systems, strengthened internals, and modern engine management. The result? Approximately 350 to 400 horsepower in this resto-mod-style configuration, a healthy bump over the original figures while keeping that vintage personality intact. Acceleration feels raw yet controlled. 0 to 60 happens in roughly 5 seconds or slightly under, depending on configuration. But this car isn't just about numbers. It's about sensation. Press the throttle and the front lifts slightly. The rear squats. You feel the torque build in a linear, mechanical wave. There's no turbo lag, no artificial enhancement, just pure naturally aspirated response. Now let's talk about the transmission. Buyers can choose between a classic-style 5-speed manual for that authentic engagement or a modern 10-speed automatic inspired by the engineering found in today's Mustang lineup. For purists, the manual is the way to go. The clutch engagement is smooth but mechanical. The shifter throws are short and precise, offering a satisfying click into each gear. Handling is where modern engineering really transforms this icon. While the original 1960s Mustangs were known more for straight-line performance than corner carving, this 2025 Fastback benefits from independent rear suspension, upgraded COI levers, performance-tuned sway bars, and modern braking systems. Large ventilated disc brakes sit behind those polished wheels, offering confident stopping power. Steering is electronically assisted but tuned to maintain feedback. It feels tight, direct, and surprisingly agile for a classic-bodied muscle car. Take it into a curve and the chassis feels composed. There's body roll, just enough to remind you it's a muscle car, but it's controlled. Predictable, engaging. Now step inside, open the solid, weighty door and you're greeted by an interior that perfectly balances retro design and modern comfort. Beige and black leather seats greet you, stitched with subtle contrast piping. The seat pattern mirrors the horizontal pleats of the 1960s Mustangs but incorporates modern bolstering for improved support. The dashboard layout remains beautifully symmetrical. Dual circular digital analog hybrid gauges sit behind a classic 3-spoke steering wheel. At first glance, they look vintage. But look closer and you'll notice a digital screen embedded within, providing navigation, performance stats, and driver information. The center stack features retro-style toggle switches, a nod to the golden era, but integrates a modern touchscreen infotainment system compatible with smartphone connectivity. The screen is tastefully hidden when powered off, preserving the old-school aesthetic. Climate controls are simple and intuitive. Materials feel premium. Soft touch surfaces replace the hard plastics of the past. Sound insulation is improved, but not so much that it removes the engine's presence. You still hear that V8 rumble, and you want to. Rear seats remain compact, true to the original fastback design. They're usable for short trips or extra storage. The trunk space is practical enough for weekend luggage, making this a surprisingly livable classic. Driving this car in 2025 feels like time travel with safety nets. Modern traction control and stability systems are subtly integrated, allowing you to enjoy spirited driving without constant electronic interference. You can dial the systems back if you want a more old-school feel. Fuel efficiency. Let's be honest, you're not buying a 289 V8 for economy. But thanks to modern fuel injection and tuning, it achieves respectable numbers compared to its ancestors. Expect somewhere around 18 to 22 miles per gallon depending on driving style. Now let's talk about price. A fully built 2025 beige Ford Mustang 289 V8 Fastback Resto Mod typically lands between $85,000 and $140,000 depending on customization level, build quality, and performance upgrades. High-end builds with premium suspension packages, handcrafted interiors, and show-quality paint can push beyond that. Compared to modern high-performance sports cars, that pricing places it in interesting territory. For similar money, you could buy a brand new Ford Mustang GT or even step toward higher trims. But what you wouldn't get is this presence, this history, this emotional connection, and that's the real value of this car. It's not just transportation, it's rolling heritage. The Mustang nameplate has evolved over decades, surviving oil crises, changing regulations, and shifting automotive trends. From its birth in 1964 to the high-tech machines we see today, it has remained a symbol of accessible American performance. This 2025 289 Fastback embodies that original vision more purely than almost anything else on the road. It reminds us why the Mustang became a cultural icon. Movies, music, racing history, the Fastback shape became immortal. Even alongside legends like the Chevrolet Camaro, the Mustang carved out its own unmistakable identity. Behind the wheel, you feel connected. There's no overwhelming digital interface. No excessive drive modes. Just steering, throttle, brake, and engine. It encourages you to drive, not just commute. On city streets, it turns heads at every traffic light. Older enthusiasts nod in appreciation. Younger fans pull out phones for photos. The beige paint stands out in a sea of grayscale modern cars. On highways, it cruises comfortably at 70 miles per hour, engine humming smoothly thanks to updated gearing. Road trips become experiences rather than chores. And at car meets, it becomes a centerpiece. Because authenticity matters, craftsmanship matters, legacy matters. The 2025 beige Ford Mustang 289 V8 Fastback is for drivers who understand that performance isn't just about lap times. It's about emotion, sound, smell, feel. It's about gripping a steering wheel that connects you to 6 decades of automotive passion. As the sun sets and the beige paint reflects golden light, the V8 idles with a steady rhythm. You step out, glance back over your shoulder, and smile. Because cars like this don't just take you somewhere, they take you back. And in a world racing toward electric anonymity, that might be the most powerful statement of all. If you appreciate true American muscle, heritage craftsmanship, and the timeless fastback silhouette that started it all, this 2025 289 V8 Fastback is more than a car. It's history reborn. It's muscle refined. It's an icon that refuses to fade. And that's exactly why it still matters today. Checkered flag fire.